Hey guys, it's Pen a Daily, and here we are back again for the next episode of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. In our last episode, we started exploring the castle at the behest of a man who would not give us a straight answer. And in this episode, we're gonna continue on. We see that sword up there? We can't get it for quite some time, and by the time we can get it, we really won't need it. So, the right side is to continue on with the story, so since I have that pathological desire to fill out the map, I'm gonna go looking this way. We have more zombie soldiers. Okay, yeah, there are times the Basilard's reach is an issue, but for the most part, really not. More mermen. I gotta remember that. I'm fishing with explosives! Awesome! Sometimes you can get a pretty nice soul off of those guys, but... Okay, so zombie soldier, we get another potion. More fishing with explosives. Aw, rats. Ah, there we go, the merman soul. Fires a water pistol. Let's see. It's about as pricey as the zombie soldier, and attacks in a very different fashion. Yeah. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's not bad if, you know, you need to do something that shoots straight out. And here we have more bats. I'm sort of surprised I have not yet got the bat soul. That's a pretty common drop, and usually you're up to your eyeballs in them. Certainly by the end of the game you will have like 9. And see this? This is a money bag. And it's an actual money bag. However, if you do not know for sure, you'd better stab it, because there are mimics in this game, and they don't look like treasure chests. They look like that. They're always blue, so if you see a yellow money bag, don't worry about it. It's definitely a money bag. Sorry, yeah. It's hay fever season here in the lovely state of denial that I'm in. Let's see. Ooh, big card. Very nice. So here we go, back and on to have a bit more story. Because there's a person. Oh, hello there. Hello. You're human, aren't you? Relax, my name is Graham. Let's just say I'm a missionary. You're a missionary. You wear a white suit, you have Tres Cushionata eyebrows, and you're being elliptical about who and what you are. Yeah, I don't trust you. Oh, I'm Soma Cruz. You weren't here in this shrine before, were you? How did you get here? I'm not sure. I went through the shrine gate and boom, I was here. I see. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead, I don't mind. Is it true that this is Dracula's castle? It most certainly is. But isn't Dracula's castle in Europe somewhere? In theory, yes, but his true castle exists somewhere else. His true castle? Yes, it's a well-known fact in the underworld. Do you believe in vampires? Well, no, I thought the story of Dracula was made up, actually. No, it's all true. It was leaked to the outside world. Usually, the church handles these things with utmost secrecy. Over the course of time, Dracula was resurrected when people lost faith and craved chaos and destruction. So, are you trying to tell me now that Dracula has been resurrected? No, Dracula perished in 1999. You know of the prophecy of 1999, don't you? Nostradamus' great prophecy? That's right, Dracula was resurrected exactly as he predicted, but vampire hunters destroyed him completely. They ended his regeneration cycle by sealing his castle, the symbol of his demonic power, inside the darkness of an eclipse. And that eclipse is where we are now? Yes, but there's still more to the story. There's more? In the year 2035, a new master will come to the castle, and he will inherit all of Dracula's powers. What? let's take a look at that prophecy, shall we? Apologies for only reading the English, my French is atrocious. The year 1999, 7th month. From the sky will come a great king of terror, to bring back to life the great king of the Mongols, before and after Mars, to reign by good luck. Anglemois is generally considered to be an anagram of Mongolia's, because Nostradamus liked using anagrams. Kind of like Arachne, he tended to avoid giving anyone a straight answer. So this could refer to Dracula being resurrected by somebody, again, if you squint. But whoever Grant was quoting the second time, it sure as heck wasn't Nostradamus. But that's... Yes, that time is now. I'd better get going. Is that all then? Yes, thank you. Farewell, and be careful. Yes, you too. Never mind that, as you've just seen, Nostradamus never said anything nearly that comprehensible. There weren't even any anagrams. But we're moving on to a new area. The chapel. We're going to the chapel, and we are not going to get married. I know somebody's already done that joke, but hey. Ghosts? These guys have a pretty nice soul if you can get it. You know, it's available early game, and it does holy damage. Guys. Okay. I might grind for that off screen if I don't get it here. Let's see. So here we have, money. Different colored coins are, of course, different denominations. Why Dracula's castle uses dollars, we don't know. Oops, wrong way. Really? Jump, damn you. There we go. Leather plate, which I already have. And everybody's favorite, the bone pillars! Yeah, these guys are always a pain in the neck. Luckily, they die a lot easier than they do in the original Castlevania platformers. Those things could your whip hand was gonna be hurting by the end of it. Ow! Stop spitting. It's not polite. Their soul's okay. Let's see. So we get up here, and then we have this. This jump can be a little tricky. Yes, you can jump on the bells. It does help, of course, if you actually jump. Oh, I do not want to be stuck. I was stuck here for like 5 minutes on my test run, and it's not like this is hard. I was just not doing well. You have to... There. You have to edge forward enough that you don't hit your head on the ceiling. And we get a mind up. Another axe armor soul. In this game, they don't get stronger with the more souls you get. That happens in Dawn of Sorrow in a really, really weird way. Yeah, I'm not going down there and fighting that guy. I'm just going to chuck grenades at him. I love that I can say that in a Castlevania game. And up there, you see, we have... I'm going to have so much leather plate. We have a high mind up and a high potion. You won't be seeing much of those for quite some time. We can come back here and get them, though, honestly. There's not a lot of point. This game, you can do a lot of backtracking, but often it's not really in your best interests, despite... I mean, there is backtracking, it's a Metroidvania game, but backtracking for items often just really isn't that big of a thing. And we move on. And here we have the giant ghost. You want his soul. It will make death much easier. Spoilers, death is in this game. It's a Metroidvania game, a Castlevania game. You knew death was going to be here. Death is in all of the games, I think. Maybe not in the Castlevania Adventure. No, I think he is in the Castlevania Adventure. I'm not really sure. I'd have to go look it up, and as I only have one monitor, I can't do that right now. We'll talk about that. Tiny Devil. Going up the stairs. These guys are a pain in the ass. But they're still not as bad as the imps. Really? Oh, aha. Maybe, what the... Man, why am I just... There we go. Cannot jump. Let's see. And here we have the Durga. Durga is, of course, one of the versions of the mother goddess in Hindu religion. I'm not going to get too deep into that because Hindu belief is extremely complicated due to coming from all over the Indian subcontinent and, you know, having just about as many variations as there were villages. But we also get a rapier. And it'll give you more range, and it's certainly more powerful than the short sword we had before. Right now, I don't think it's that important, but it'll be useful later. Let's see. Now, here's the thing. I should definitely go in here and get... Yes, save the game. We'll save later, but, I mean, let's see. Go down. Yep. And more bats, and the ghost. Haha! Ghost soul. Like I said, this thing is very nice. It does holy damage, which very little in the game resists, and almost everything is weak to. And it's got a little homing. That said, it's a little more expensive, and Zombie Soldier is really good for ground clearing. Those Une can be real pains in the ass if you don't deal with it. And meet the Manticore, ladies and gentlemen. You'll want to use your backdash if at all possible. Because, well, he also does that. And you can do that. And yes, I am cheesing a little, but, you know. You can stand on the steps, and that will basically keep you out of his line of fire. But you have to be careful. Certainly, you don't want to backdash onto the stairs, because you can get hung up on them. You need to watch him, because it, you know, figure out whether, you gotta learn his tells. The Manticore, of course, was a Persian myth. Yeah, let's try that, since we're there. You know, since I need to use a potion here. Let's also use a mind up. Or two. Let's use both our mind ups. That way we can cheese this guy a little longer. I mean, I'm still gonna have to go down there and stab him in the face a lot, or maybe I'm not. Huh. Alright then. Get the healing thing. That's always nice. And we go up. Yeah, we are once again in the chapel. Why there is a chapel in Dracula's castle, always, who knows? I mean, especially if you take Lament of Innocence, he hates God. But, you know, whatever. And then we have the ghost. Now, remember how I said it, homed in? Yeah, it's good for getting things above you. Which can be kind of an issue. If you come in there without a good soul for that, you can't get through here, and you can't get $1,000 bucks, which is pretty useful stuff later on. Not right now. We have to get through the next bit first, and now we have ghost dancers. They apparently moved in as soon as the Manticore was gone. And we have this asshole, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent of Aztec mythology. Note that he is not feathered, but he is a serpent. In Symphony of the Night, they were called Ouroboros, and sometimes would be ridden by these assholes. Meet the Flea Man. They are one of a class of enemy known as hoppers. In the original game, there were hunchbacks, but around Rondo of Blood, they introduced these guys that we all know and hate. They are erratic, they hit you, and they tend to swarm. Ugh, stone armor. It's kind of sad when the Flea Man is way worse than the stone armor. And here we go. Don't go near that guy if you don't have to. He takes a lot of hits, and he hurts like crazy. And now we are in the study. And I do kind of like this music. It sounds a little like Lost Paintings, I think. Or Wood Carving Partitia. It's been a while since I played or watched a Let's Play of Symphony of the Night, and I sometimes get the titles mixed up. More Durgas. And we cannot go up that way yet. We'll be back. But if we come down here, Student Witch. You want her soul. Mostly just because it's fun to look. Ow. Jeez. Dude. I promise I am not usually this... Alright, fine. No, actually, let's just keep going. I want your soul. She dropped a cream soda. That's a healing item. And we get the bastard sword. It's not quite as good as the Basilard, but the range is way better, and it's still pretty fast. And the attack power difference isn't enough that you want to necessarily deal with the range issues any further. So, bastard swords, or hand-and-a-half swords, are so named because they are longer than a normal one-handed short sword and shorter than a normal two-handed long sword. Being from neither lineage, they are then bastards. They're also very much what you tend to see in a lot of media when you've got a hero with a sword. And an uncurse potion. If you get cursed, that will cure it. Curse can be a pain in the ass in this game. Those guys, of course, are evil butchers, and can be completely nerfed by the expedient of ducking. Alright, giant ghost soul. This means I don't have to grind for it. It makes a protective barrier, which will, any projectile thrown at you will be deflected, and it will become wholly elemental. Which means it will put the hurt on anything it hits. And now we got these guys. Ow. Yeah, notice... Ow. I hope I don't die. That would be really annoying. Oops. Let's see. We can't go up there, and we can't go over there yet. Okay, Flea Man, I'm gonna use another potion because I'm really sucking today. Or, you know, let's use the cream soda. Wow, that's kind of nice. I never know how much the food items will necessarily. Meet Arachne. Of course, she's a giant spider, based on the Drider from D&D. And of course, her name is based on the legend of Arachne, a girl who bragged that she could beat Athena in a weaving contest and then did it, and for her troubles got turned into a spider, because you don't really beat the Greek gods and things. It's a bad idea. These other guys are ectoplasms. If they hit you, they will curse you. In this game, curse drains your magic. Nothing. It goes all the way down to 0 and stays there until the curse wears off, at which point it will slowly start refilling at the normal regen rate. That's not good. So now we have Arachne. And now we have the Gorgon, or the Catoblepas, excuse me. Well, you know, they look... this is another one of those sprites that got redesigned for this game. Yep, and there you see, I am now cursed. I could use an uncurse potion, but I want to save that because right now I'm not actually in a horrible state where I need magic. I hate that guy. I really hate that guy. One of the fun things is you can actually... Well, alright, fine. Let's, we'll go save, we'll go explore that room up there, and then we'll call it a day. I hate that guy. Really hate that guy. You can stand on their backs, though, and that's actually important later in the game to get to a few places. It's very useful. And I'm cursed again. Just die. Would all of you die? And I got a hammer! I'm not gonna use those. They're very powerful, but they're very slow. There we go. I'll show it off when we get in here. On hard mode, there's a weapon in here, the Kaiser Knuckle, and it's pretty nice. It's a punching weapon, but you hit a lot. It's not necessarily powerful, but you hit a lot of times in one attack. But here's the hammer. Yeah, it ups our attack all the way to 50, but yeah, it's really only I find it only useful if you need something with an overhand strike. And honestly, I don't, it's too slow for any kind of real use. Well, screw you too. That melon, I guess it's like Soma's favorite food or something, because it actually will restore a full 400 HP. But we've made it all the way to this study, and there will be more shenanigans in our future. So for now, I'm gonna call it, and I will talk to you guys later. See you around.